tried all the rest? Learn from the best. Join WDGLC.com today.
Hey there, everybody at the website. Wayne Defrancesco here, and we're looking at Tiger at Pebble Beach. So Peter Kostis is going to do a Konica Minolta BizHub analysis of Tiger, and in this particular case, he gets it right. So he makes a good observation on Tiger's swing here. Let's take a look.
With Tiger's swing, the positions going back are really very good. When he gets the shaft parallel to the ground, it's right in line, goes up his forearm and gets in a perfect position at the top. But now here's where things changed on that last swing. Watch as he starts back down, you're going to see the head dip a little bit. And he's trying to swing his left arm left, keeping it underneath him better, coming forward. But you're going to see the left arm and the glove swing out and up, away from him, and the club head get behind him again, going through. So he's trying to swing the grip left to keep the club head outside of the forward swing, but he's not quite able to do it.
All right. So he's right. Good job, Peter, on that one. Now, a couple of things. One is that, yeah, you know, I have to say it because I'm going to say it again in this video. You'll see it in a second. But, you know, he does that on every swing he's ever done. 14 majors later, somebody might get the idea that that's a good idea, especially when everybody else does it too. So, you know, there are different degrees. Some guys stay up and then come down. Some guys go down and then stay there. It's just, you know, it's like Tiger will go down and then down some more. Now, what Kostis was saying here is that Tiger's trying to swing his left arm left and keep it underneath him, which means right here, instead of being out there, it would be a little bit more vertical, and thus there would be less gap here, and then he could turn it with his chest and get the club out and left. So something that I've been following and looking at in different players is where the grip goes. There's the grip. Now I showed you where Hogan goes, and it's my opinion now that if you get the handle to initially move out at the ball and the shaft is shallow, that you can get your right arm in front of you and spend the rest of the swing steepening the shaft and going to the left, which TrackMan shows is the optimum way to hit the ball, unless you're hitting up on your driver. Now most of these guys hit slightly down on their driver. So let's take a look and watch where Tiger's grip is going. He's working the thing out. The practice swing looks over the top, but in reality, just like Kostis said in the forward swing, he's not quite getting it accomplished. Here is the angle of the grip movement here. I can't really do my normal lines here because the camera is situated too high up, so everything gets a little bit goofy. But watching this stuff, you can follow it and see what's going on. You know, something new in Tiger's swing recently. The wrist looks neutral, a little cupped. The face is neutral to slightly closed.
Learn the pivot compression golf swing. Join WDGLC.com today.
Just the normal deep leg movement. Now, here's what Kostis is talking about when he drops the handle. The club is going to stay a little steep there, and now it's going to try to shallow, but it's a little late. So there's not enough rotation to pull this club around. So it would be nice if they thought about it and they've got these slow-mos, you know, stop it and make an observation as to, I mean, how many times have you heard the word stuck? And here's a perfect example of, this is like stuck in the dictionary. This is where the shaft is off plane behind his hands. Now, if he was aiming right and trying to hit it out over the water and hook it, then this would be a good approach, but it isn't. It's not what he's wanting to do. He's coming in from the inside. He rolls the face and hits a pull hook into the bunker. And as soon as he hits it, he's like, oh, darn. And there goes the club out of his hands. So, he didn't like that one. Now, one thing we can watch here, and I think this is something that's happening. Tiger's swing, I pretty much see it every week so far. The lower body movement is not what it used to be. You can see the left is not getting out of the way nearly as fast. So if you watch an old Tiger video, you'll see the left knee disappear way faster than this one. So I'd say that's gone about there. His left arm is below parallel to the ground. Now, I mean, that thing used to be, see if I can find this one swing, I'll show you. So, right about here maybe. Let's see. Here it is. Watch the legs. Now, you can see on the left here, it takes about to here for the left knee to disappear, and over here it's about there. So look at the level of the grip here, and look where this one is. That's a big difference in rotation speed there. So, when Tiger's hitting the ball, his hips are less open, which means his upper body is more closed. And he's prone to coming from the inside a little bit. And then you can see he's not as deep on his left foot, so that when he snaps the legs, watch the hips move just a little to the right. And a little more out of the box than he used to be. Now, the other thing you'll see here, and yeah, I know it's an iron swing, but just generally, see the handle move more toward the ball, not out right toward the ball, but more out. Everything more in front of him. And more snap in the legs. So I call this on the right here more sidearm than this one. So he's practiced swinging over the top because he is prone to that swing. Alright. But good observation by Kostis on this one. Now, that said, let's go back and take a look at this little piece here. So let's watch this one.
Should really help his bunker play because he's keeping the club head outside of his hands as he goes back and setting the shaft on a much more vertical plane right there. So that allows him the feeling of being able to get his arms in front of him and swing left and cut the ball. And practicing out of a bunker, I think, would be a good thing for Tiger because he really maintains his level with his head so much better. But watch how little this cleared the lip by.
Went through the grass, Peter.
It might have just nicked the grass as well, yeah. So, I mean, that was a very, very aggressive play. Well done. He's only going to have 100-something yards.
All right. So, you heard him. He really should practice out of these fairway bunkers because he really keeps his level. So, I mean, do I really have to do this? Come on, guys. I just don't understand why they don't get this. This is how he hits the ball. When you forward lean the shaft and you deepen your pivot, you can get low. You can get as low down there as you want. You can drop your head. There's an interesting thing in this swing. If you watch this takeaway, this is something that I don't think I've ever seen before. Look at the club face here. I mean, that baby's toe down. That baby's shut. So that's pretty interesting here. You know, still puts it up there mint at the top. But again, if you ask me, when he's able to get the grip to stop doing this, see, that's a Haney. This is a Haney swing here. I mean, that baby's straight down. And when he goes after it, the tendency is for the club to fall back and not plane like this one. This was a good shot. Probably hitting a cut. But are we getting the head movement thing here? I mean, he's in the bunker, right? And he's down, what, 6 inches? But see, that's standard. I mean, if the guy does it all the time and always has done it, all they have to do is go back and look at the videos and say, look, let's stop talking about maintaining your level. You guys are just beating it to death, and the funny thing is, you're all wrong, right? You're just not correct. I'm not trying to make you look dumb. I would just like someone to send a video, one of these, to Faldo and Kostis and say, look, guys, would you stop already? He lowers on every shot. He can be in a bunker. It doesn't matter where he is. He's going to do that. All right, so Kostis gets one right and one wrong. But that shows you that I'm not just picking on him. You know, I just like people to understand what's really happening here.